we are in the mixing session now, where I will decide how loud the elements should be, like how loud the bass line should be in comparison to kick drum, the drone, the synthesizer, and everything is recorded in 4 stereo buses via the analog mixer. But all channels are mono. So what I've done is I put one mono signal to a stereo bus, just for the sake of simplicity here. But what we're gonna do is, like, the top loop, I'll apply a little bit of auto pan, so the 16th hi-hat goes left and right within the rhythm. I'll do some low cuts on some elements where we don't need low frequencies. I'll group together some things like the bass line, the kick and the top loop maybe, and apply one more compressor. But I have to say everything is compressed a little bit already, because it's recorded through the analog mixer, where I have some compressors in the inserts. So I did a little bit of compression here already. Not much, just 2-3 dBs or something, but each compressor has its own sound, and so the signal lost a bit of dynamic and gained a little bit of character and overtones through this process already. So we will not have to put further saturations or something on top of the recordings. So we will not do much with compressors here. Okay, let's get right into it. The first thing I'll do is I'll put down all the faders. And listen to the kick drum in solo. Then I bring in the bass line, because the kick drum and the bass line, yeah, they should work together very well. That's very important. Okay. The bass line is a bit far to the left, so I'll bring it a bit to the middle. Kick drum as well. Then I'll bring in the hi-hat. I need to go here to the hi-hat. To go somewhere with the top loops here. Then I bring in the top loops. And I'll apply an auto pan. I'll sync it to an 1/8. Let's try a 16th. A little bit less width. Okay. So we get a nice stereo field here. I'll put in a reverb here as well. really just a little bit to give it a bit more room. Okay, let's see how loud the synth should be. I'll put it a bit to the right. Yeah. I'll do the EQing in the next step. The drone. Okay, so the volumes are all good. I'll have a look on the frequencies now if I have to do some low cut, maybe on the kick. Yeah, the kick is quite deep, but it really needs that depth. However, I tried some high pass filter, but just a little bit. Yeah, maybe like this. So we get rid of the very low sub-frequencies a little bit. The bass line, I'll do this with the Cubase EQ. Maybe I'll highlight this frequency around 600 Hertz. Let's see how that sounds in the mix. Yeah. The drone is not exactly in the middle, so I put it a bit to the right. Yeah, the drone needs to be deep, so that's fine. This hi-hat should be fine too. Okay, we have some sub-frequencies, we don't need that. Should do. Okay, there's some unwanted sub-frequencies in the top loop as well. I'll put an auto pan on the drone as well to let it move left and right slowly. I'll sync that on 1 bar. It's the slowest it can do, but randomly. So it always changes how it behaves and a bit more smooth. I need to give it more volume. Yeah. And I have a limiter on the master channel, but for the mastering process we want to leave a bit of headroom. So I'll remove that limiter and put the master fader down. So yeah, the loudest signal is now like -6 dB. Yeah, the most important rule is that it doesn't clip if you export a finished mix. And I'm gonna export it in 24 bits and 44.1 kilohertz. That's the standard, and after mastering it will be reduced to 16 bits. So in this format you are uploading it to Beatport or any distribution. Okay, next step will be mastering.